All right, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Ladd with my co-host Deborah. Today's Monday, October 5th, 2009, 10:10 p.m. Tonight we have two cases to discuss tonight. Case number 816, Asiling Symes. The case was opened this morning. And case number 1, which is just an update on Natalee Holloway. I have Deborah, of course, with me, and I have a guest, Gail St. John, who is a psychic medium. Gail, are you there?
Yes, I am.
And welcome back, Deborah.
Thank you.
Um, Gail actually came to my house this weekend. We had fun. Thanks for coming by, Gail.
Absolutely, had a great time.
I'm glad you did. So let's just get right back to work. I got a lot of stuff to do tonight. I know you do have some stuff to do too, Gail. So
Catching up.
the first case tonight is for Asiling Symes. This case was opened today, October 5th, 2009. Dream drawings were done this morning. Deborah, what information do we have? Am I pronouncing this correctly? Asiling Symes?
Yes, that's how it's pronounced.
Okay.
Asiling has been missing since Monday, October 5th, 2009. Now, that's actually our date right now here in the United States, but you checked on it, Brian, correct? And they're like 17 hours ahead of us in New Zealand?
Right now they're at 3:12 p.m. tomorrow, so they're 17, 18 hours ahead of us.
Okay. Asiling is, let's see, she is very tall for a 2-year-old. They say she's 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
She has light brown hair, and she is a white female. All the other information about her is unknown at this point. They believe that she wandered away from a home on Longburn Road at about 5:30 p.m. on Monday. Now it's, as we talked about, it's Tuesday in New Zealand. When she was last seen, she was wearing a green Parker jacket or ski jacket, blue jeans embroidered with flowers, and had white tennis shoes on her feet. They want to hear from anyone who may have noticed a little girl walking by herself in the surrounding streets of Rathgar, Kingdale, and Pomeria roads, or any suspicious people or vehicles in that neighborhood. Now, as you had said, she's missing from New Zealand. Her parents were with her at the time that they think that she probably wandered away. She was where they were at is a West Auckland suburb of Henderson. And her parents were cleaning out a vacant house that is owned by someone in their family when she went missing. They just turned around, she was gone. They say that an Asian woman may have seen her, and there was another possible sighting of a young girl seeing her. But they'd like to hear from the Asian woman that may have seen her about the same time that she went missing. They thought to begin with that maybe someone had taken her in for the night, and that maybe they didn't speak good English and they didn't understand that there was a fuss about, a little girl being missing. And that would cause a stir, so they maybe didn't report it right away. But when they didn't report it by morning, authorities got worried about it. They did go ahead and drag a river. Actually, they dragged a stream, a mouth of the stream where it went into a harbor, and then they searched up a creek as far as they could go. They had about 100 people out searching, looking for her. They found no trace. They're wanting anyone with information to contact authorities. And what do you have on her case, Brian?
All right, Gail. Before I do this, do you want me to go first?
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter,
okay.
Brian. I've already got my information, writing it down.
Okay. I have three dream drawings. The first one says access. They found her. Just rained. Water is on the plastic, and to me that's some type of plastic tarp or something like that. It's on the bottom right of the dream drawing. The next one says she's looking for mother. Call police. The word cold, COLD, and then 610 9, which would be June 10th, 2009. I don't know about that.
Actually, Brian,
yeah.
if you look at the way the dates are written in New Zealand, 6/10/09 would actually be October 6th.
Okay.
And that's what the date is in New Zealand.
I thought that was just a Europe thing. Okay.
What's that?
I thought that was in Europe.
They had them written that way too on her poster in some articles that I'm looking at about this case.
Okay, so no, it might be tomorrow, which hopefully means that she's been found, because it's tomorrow there. Next stream drawing says stakes in ground by stream, called to police, hung up, chest check, trace back, and the number 67132. The stakes could be anything from property stakes or just sticks sticking out of the ground for maybe to use for a tent or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but it says call to police, hung up. Maybe somebody called the police to report the child or something, then they hung up. If they're able to do any type of tracing back phone calls or something like that, you might want to do it if she's already hasn't been found. Hopefully she's been found. I'm looking at this gal. I don't know if she's alive or dead. Deborah too. That's all I have. Gail, what do you have? I have a notepad. I was going to take some notes from you too.
Okay. I didn't get a whole lot, but the one thing I have to agree with was the plastic, only because I kept hearing rain hit it, which bothered me, the sound of it hitting like plastic. Also, I kept seeing like, I don't know whether I'd call it like a garden growing with stakes. I know you talked about some kind of stakes or something.
Right.
But I saw garden, like something growing that was staked up, you know what I mean? Different things growing, as if they were growing something right by there. Just a small area where they're growing something.
Are you talking about, I know we use stakes for tomato plants, something like that?
Yeah, kind of something like that, but you know, like garden. There's a garden there, a small garden. I saw jars sitting around, and I don't know what these are, but they just, you know, jars sitting on a ledge, and the ledge seemed to be made of either like block or concrete or something. It kind of went down in step form, which could be, you know, representative of just the fact that it's getting me to look at this, but it seems to be a ledge that, and it might be used to hold the dirt up. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
How they put blocks up to hold the dirt.
Oh, like a retaining wall.
Sort of, but it's just a small little area, because this kind of feels like it dips down. I feel like it's kind of a woody kind of area. A lot of trees I saw. The thing that bothered me is I don't feel like there's water that far away. It's right, you know, close by. But I feel like they need to go 5 to 6 miles.
Okay, 5 to 6 miles, that means she probably didn't wander off on her own.
Well, maybe part way, you know, I'm not sure. I really don't have any feelings on that, whether she did it on her own or went on her own part way and then, you know, picked up later.
Okay. What I think is, I've just looked at a news article. They're looking. The latest thing says they're using dive squads. I mean, do you
so
think?
they're looking for her in the water.
Well, if you say
right?
if 5 to 6 miles. Yeah.
Like
Hopefully she's
miles.
not there. But they said police divers are concentrating on waterways in the Hurla Creek in Tekia Inlet.
Okay, well, I saw her down by the water, but I mean, you know, the feelings. But I saw the stakes, like as if there's a garden not too far from the water.
Did you see her live?
You know, I didn't really see her in that way.
Okay.
You know, I felt her presence in that area. The garden's growing by the water. It dips down right there, but behind me, I feel like it goes up higher, the land, but it's not too far from the water. But they're going to need to go 5 or 6 miles from where she disappeared.
Okay, Deborah, did you see that news article? Do you want me to give it to you? It says police dive squad brought in to find missing Tyler.
Yes, please.
Because they may find
share that link.
Of an inlet where the water slows down.
Okay, well,
to go 5 or 6 miles down.
What's bothering me? If you say 5 to 6 miles, I mean, that would be possible if she fell into the water and would be deceased.
It's possible, but I'm not seeing either way.
Okay. Just looking on here. The only input I would have is if the police station probably wanted to check their records, and if anybody did call and hang up to, I don't know if they have 911 or whatever there, but however they can do it. Somebody did call. Please check back records and maybe call that number back. Hopefully maybe somebody back. That's all I have on this case. I certainly hope she's found soon and safe.
I do too.
Deborah, do you have anything? Yeah, and I'll scan that right now.
No, I don't have anything. That article that you just gave me, that is the most recent article that is out there.
Yeah, it's,
so, you know, pretty much what we
p.m. October
have talked
6th.
is what we know so far.
Okay, well, let's hopefully she's found safe. She's big for 2. Okay. That's all I have in this case. You have anything else to add, Deborah? Sorry.
No, I don't.
Okay. Natalee Holloway. I did a redo, Deborah. This is when you were gone. I actually did a show last night. It only lasted about 5 minutes. On the recent dream drawings I did for Natalee Holloway. There's been a lot of news articles that have come out lately, and there's a lot of speculation on what had happened to Natalee. And to me, looking at the news articles and stuff like that, and the reports that have come out, it does make a lot of sense that she was murdered and the body was disposed of. But going off my dreams alone, I don't think that, not even close to that. Since January, sorry, let me get the exact date here. Since 1/27 of 2006, the dream drawings seem to point that she was taken and taken to the country of Colombia and the city of Barranquilla. And all the dream drawings I've had since then seem to confirm that. And then the redo I did the other night again confirmed Barranquilla in Colombia, and it actually had a street number or a street name. As well as that, it had an apartment complex, and I did look that up. And there is a street named that, and there is an apartment complex with a pool. So that said, I hope I'm right on this one. I mean, I realize that statistically she's probably deceased, but all I can say is that maybe she was taken. Maybe she was. There are people that are trafficked to countries like Colombia for the sex trade. A lot of times they are drugged and taken away. Even people from America have been smuggled. That's what I wanted to say on that. Yeah. I know you've done this case before. I think that you think that she is deceased. Can you get any more information? Or can you pick up anything else? Or?
The only thing I always said is I feel like the people that were responsible for this had been out with her that night. The biggest thing is, and I really hate saying this, I don't think she'll be found for a very long time.
Okay, so you think that she is deceased?
I feel more like she's deceased.
Okay, do you know whereabouts or?
Well, I don't feel like she might have been. It might not have been done in that area. She may have been taken out of the area.
Okay, we're talking about now. She went missing in Aruba. Now,
right?
Was she buried, or was she taken out to sea? Because there's a lot of theories
I feel like
on
she
that.
was taken out to sea, and I said that from the beginning. I think she was taken out.
Okay, well then that would mean that probably she'll never be found at this stage.
Well, that's kind of my feelings on it. That if she's found, it'll be a very long time from now.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I disagree with you on this one.
Yeah, and I hope you're right. I really do, Brian. I hope you're right because I hope she's not deceased because that's really awful. I hate to see any of these cases when we talk about someone we feel that they're deceased at the hands of someone else. That really upsets me.
Well, either way, I did do what all I could do. I did put up a map of the area. I believe she may be in. I did put up the apartment complex. I got that from Google Earth. Screenshotted that, put the close up of that area, and then general Barraquilla area, and it does have a lot of sex bars and prostitution. Um, and I think that's where she may be. And since the beginning, the dream John's beginning says she doesn't want to come home, and I don't know what the reason for that may be. That's what I got. And again, I hope I'm right. I know it sounds bad to say I hope she's in the life of prostitution, but that would be a lot better at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. Or
I agree, Brian.
Okay, that's all I have in this one. Deborah, you have anything?
No, I don't.
Okay. Let's talk about Haleigh. Haleigh Anne-Marie Cummings, anything new?
I have been trying to catch up on updates myself. What I did see was some of the people in chat talking about the case, and apparently Misty has gone off again. I didn't know she was back, but apparently she's gone to Orlando
I did
now.
hear Susan sends me a lot of articles via Skype. I don't look at them all. Yeah, I did see one that she came back. She's off again.
Well, I do have some news too, Brian.
Okay, bring it up. What you got?
I've been asked to go work on the Rick Tanner case in Georgia, and I'm able to get a vehicle where I can take Hilo with me, and I'm going to go work that case. And while I'm on that case in Georgia, when I finish, I'm going to leave and head to that area to see if I can go back out on the search for Haleigh Cummings.
Okay. What have you got a chance? And I know when you were down there originally, the family was going to speak to you. They backed off on that. If you go down in there, would you talk to them? I know you want to.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to give it a try again and see if they're in the the Misty and Ron are willing to talk to me. They weren't willing to talk to me last time, so we'll see again. Nevertheless, I'm going back out on the search again. There was areas that I didn't get a chance to get to because of the fact that I had limited time when I was there, because I'd also done Aji's case, Aji Desir case. Of course, I'm still raising the funds to go. I do have the funds to get to Georgia, where I would need the funds to go from Georgia to Florida and then back to Ohio. So I'm working on it.
Okay. So again, your website is psychicgail.com. I know that by now. And if they want to donate, I believe there is a donate button, and that donates to all the cases actually you work, correct?
Correct.
And I know it is expensive to travel around, but we do appreciate what you do. I'm just curious now. Because I think you sent me an email before of them asking you for help, wasn't it? Or what was that?
On the Cummings case?
Yeah.
Yes, the grandmother asked me to come and help.
Okay. Well, I mean, I just want to know. I mean, if my child was missing, nothing, and it's been this long, I would use anything, especially if it's free. I'm just wondering why they wouldn't want to talk to you.
Well, the grandmother did speak to me, and so did Haleigh's birth mother. Now, I spoke to both of them, and also the uncles. I spoke with them on the birth mother's side. Who I didn't speak to was Ron and Misty, who came up with several excuses why they couldn't speak to me. None of which were very good when your child's missing. So
right.
I have a hard time accepting that you were too busy or whatever to talk to someone who's out there searching for your child.
Okay, Deborah, do we know what are they doing now? Are they out there trying to get their daughter's picture out there, promoting her being missing, or what are they doing right now? Do we know?
Not from what I can see on the net.
Okay, so they have time to speak with Gail, which is the thing.
I would think they have time to speak to Gail. I would think they have time to get their butts out there and look themselves, and stop making this all about their their life in whatever way they do that. I mean, it's always what they're up to and what they're doing. Bottom line is that Haleigh is still missing, and these people are not doing anything that I can see, that I know of, you know, and I'm just looking at what's in the news to find little Haleigh.
Yeah, I don't really understand that either. Sort of picture out here.
And that's another thing. While I'm in Florida, Brian, I'm gonna either I need to come up with finances for a motel, or to stay in that area near the Cummings, or I'm gonna need a place to stay.
All right, now when you work, a lot of times, you know, just touching something that she had worn, because I know you did that with the Brian Schaefer case. You know, touching them or whatever, that does help you, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I mean, I was at the trailer, and I was able to touch the trailer and go all through there, which gave me a lot to go on.
Okay. All right, so if you want to help out Gail to get down there, please go to psychicgail.com and donate whatever you can. Thanks, Gail, and thank you for being on. Deborah, do we want to cover anything else? Any other cases?
I'm not sure.
Since we're here, we have the time. Since you are talking about Haleigh, again, this is the map where it's possible that she may be located. I don't know, but that's my best guess out of that. Apparently, the information about Jacksonville means nothing, so that would be the search area I would recommend. Gail, I know you have an area too. I don't think I actually have a map of that on the case file itself.
Okay.
I believe that's case 673. But anyways, if you go to your website or my website, if you go to brianstreams.com/Haleigh, I believe, that's the case file. Or you can just go to the URL that's on top of the screen. That will take you there. There are 800 cases there, but it's in order, in numeric order. Let's talk about Aji real quick. Deborah.
Okay.
Aji this year, let's find out his birthday to verify that. Can we get that real quick? Because I know it's coming up, if it's not already. Because I'd like to do a special show for him again on his birthday. Okay. And Gail, and you are the only psychic I know of that took the time to go down there from Ohio to look for Aji.
Yes.
And we want to thank you for that. That you do some amazing stuff, and I know you talked with a lot of people there. You talked with people that the police did in the interview. And I think one of the important things is you talked with the children that played with Aji, but apparently no one else has.
No, I spoke with all the kids out there, and so did Galena when she was out there. And you know, we got a good idea, a good picture of how things were. I think that was important. I'd love to go back on the case. As we get closer to the December, the gators are less active in the area that we were back in. Had a lot of gators.
Yeah, we got a few pictures of those guys. Huge.
Yeah.
Do you think Aji was taken by an alligator? Or?
Well, you know, I think something happened back there. I picked something up, and that's where it led me. And I'd like to go back and do a little more investigation on what went on back there, whether, you know, what took place back there, if he's actually back there. I'd like to look around.
Okay. Now, you searched a lot of areas. I know that police thoroughly searched those areas, and I think anytime that... Usually an alligator does not, first of all, attack a human to begin with, and then actually to digest the entire body, to include the clothes and everything else.
Right.
There's always something, and you were in those areas, and the police thoroughly searched the area. I certainly hope he wasn't eaten by an alligator. I don't think he was. And in that area that I had, apparently was searched. So the only thing that really...
the area that you were in, I was in, it was the same area we found out.
Yes. And so we searched. So that was done. So the only thing that leads me to believe is that he was abducted, which in this case is a good thing. So I think that's why it's really important to get his picture out there.
Well, there's so much stuff back there, Brian, and the area's so vast. I'm not really sure that was thoroughly searched.
Right, but it wasn't, because I know that the police have dogs and boats and everything else.
I say no.
Oh, okay.
What they say, what I say is obviously two very different things.
Okay. Deborah, did we get his birthday?
Yes, his birthday is October 15th, which is, I believe, a week from Thursday.
Okay. So, what day is that? October, would you say it was?
15th.
Okay, that's a Thursday, so we'll do a show for him on Thursday?
Sounds good. For the Aji's 7th birthday.
Okay. Let me put his picture down here. Anyways, this is Aji Desir. A lot of people don't know about Aji because the media refuses to cover something that doesn't have as much drama as with a lot of the other cases. He did go missing January 10th, 2009 from Immokalee, Florida. And a lot of people have been searching for him, and Gail personally was down there. We really, really need you guys to help spread the word about Aji via email or whatever. Print his picture out. Go to findaji.com. There's a lot of links there. There's a lot of resources that you can use. I do know that FedEx and Kinko's and all that will print pictures of missing children for you for free. I don't know how many, but they will. That's all we got. Unless you have anything, Deborah or Gail.
I don't have anything else.
I don't either, Brian.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, -5 GMT. Good night.